Hi guys, I am explaining STLC. Today I will discuss about STLC and previously I am explain SDLC and SDLC models and I am explaining previous video. Today video I will explain STLC, software testing lifecycle. Software testing lifecycle, so many things including this STLC. We will discuss very deeply, and these are various phases are there. And first of all, thank you for watching and please subscribe my channel. Thank you guys, and let's begin the video. And this STLC phases are requirement understanding and test plan and test scenarios and test cases and test execution and bug reporting and retesting. These are phases in STLC. And requirement understanding is nothing but requirement documents. Requirement documents are used in developers and testers, and requirement documents prepared by a scrum master and SME and PA. These guys are creating this requirement document, and requirement document as very important. This is requirement document as a very important, and is a exact value is based on requirement document. And let's what is requirement documents are, and which requirement documents are PRS and SRS and FRS. And BRS means business requirement specification, and SRS means software requirement specification, and FRS means functional requirement specification. And BRS means B, to understand business overview or business flow. Is business overview and business flow is discussed in several meetings in Scrum Master to client, and BA Scrum Master and SME to client several meetings. And they create a business document. This is a high level requirement document to understand business overview and business flow. And next document is SRS. SRS is BRS is non-technical and non-functional, and SRS is software requirement specification. This is software requirement specification. This is a technical and non-functional, and be to understand what need to be tested and which functionality to be tested. SRS document is simply technical knowledge and functional knowledge, functional non-functional and technical non-technical knowledge also in SRS document. SRS document is exact expected value on application is based on expected value based on SRS documents. And to understand what need to be tested and which functionality to be tested, and what need to be tested, and each and every functionality to be discussed in this file in this SRS document. And FRS documents are functional requirement specification. Functional requirement specification is to understand particular functionality to be tested, and FRS means every particular each and every functionality to be tested in this phase. And mockups. Mockup means screenshots and GUI and etc. To understand what need to be tested, based on GUI. GUI means in graphical user interface. Graphical user interface is images and screenshots, etc. And another one also is included. And sample application means similar kind of applications, any application similar to present application, and to similarly we working as similarly in previous application. That's mean that similar kind of applications, to understand what need to be tested based on similar kind of applications. And these are requirement understanding documents. Okay, next phase to be started. Test plan is Test plan is a document describing the scope of approach, resources, and schedule of testing activity. Test plan document describing the scope of approach, resources, scheduling of testing activity. It identifying the test items and future to be tested, and testing tasks will be doing, and any risks, and etc. And this is a test plan. Test plan is created by tester. Test plan created by test lead. Sorry, test lead created by test lead. And requirement understanding is understanding all guys, and test lead and tester, developer, all guys. We will understand this requirement document. And test plan created by only test lead, and test scenarios written by tester, test cases written by tester, test execution worked by tester, bug reporting and retesting tested by tester also. Test closer only test lead working on test plan and test case closer. We will four are working or writing only tester. And test plan is a main on the test lead creating test plan. And in all testers following that test plan, all testers following that test plan. And test plan is main criteria, entry criteria to preparing test plan. Document mainly one point you must and write. Document to refer to perform that particular activity. Document to be referred. Document to be that is a requirement document. Requirement documents to be referred, perform particular activity. That a document to be referred, perform that particular activity. The document to be referred, perform particular activity. This is the main point, and each and every functionality to be applying this form statement. Document to be referred, perform particular activity. Every particular activity, document to be referred. Okay. And first of all, entry criteria preparing test plan. Entry criteria and preparing, those are test form, test approvals. The first approval, PMP, project management plan. And this approval approved by tester and approved by SRS document. You know that SRS document is a main and based on expected value based on SRS document is on test plan guideline. Test plan guidelines is what is test plan guidelines is rules and regulations. Rules and regulations is test plan guidelines and test plan template. Template means format. Format. And in the future we will discuss format also. And exit criteria for preparing test plan. Exit criteria for preparing test plan. Test plan should reviewed and approved. Test plan should be reviewed and approved by test lead. This test plan should be reviewed and approved by test lead, not test lead, test manager. This test manager, scrum master, these guys reviewed and approved this test plan. Okay. And what is test plan? What is contents of test plan? To discuss this, and first of all, introduction. Test plan objectives. Objectives means plans. Each and every phase is planning. That is a plan. The plan objectives and scope of the documents. Documents means purpose of test plan. The scope of this document. The scope scope of this document. This is purpose of test plan. The scope of the document. The scope of the document is purpose of test plan. And strategy. Test strategy. Strategy means several strategies are there, but strategy means process. Strategy means process. That process are smoke testing, sanity testing, functional testing, database testing, cross-browser testing, automation testing, and environmental requirement. Environmental requirement is those software testing lifecycle as are those environmental activities are there. Some environment activities are development environment and testing environment and live environment. These are environments and timelines environment also. Time and these environment and test schedule. Test schedule means test time timeline timeline and every test scenarios and test execution depends on timeline. This depends on timeline. Okay, these are main thing to plan everything and estimate time, estimate cost, estimate time is every deadlines milestones are there, and time test schedules and time management is a very important thing in STLC. And control procedures are reviewed and bug reviewed first of all, reviewed by team member or colleague. Team. First of all, you reviewed team colleague and reviewed another test lead, another team lead. And first test team lead, another test lead, and next and bug review also. This is the way. First of all, peer review means team lead review, so team member review, colleague review, and senior tester review, and test lead review. These are the line control procedures. And next, functional to be tested. Function to be tested means some applications not to be tested, some applications functional to be tested, and desktop and Windows based on functions to be tested, and mobile applications based on functions not to be tested. And resources and responsibilities resources and responsibilities are main main resources and responsibilities. Resources and responsibilities is uh, resources means employees and technical values. How many employees need to work the project based on application, and how many employees is working this application, and much time, how much resources, and how much salaries you spend this project. And resources depends on application, depends on project, and resource and responsibilities, these are the test plan one thing. And these resource and responsibilities are based on application, based on project management, and how many resources are there, how many testing activities, how many time, these are things, these are things including this statement. And deliverable and milestones. Deliverable milestones means um, time management and time taking, and giving the one project. This project is real time, one real time project we will discuss. That project, you client give a time, client give you some time to achieve this project in 2 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. But deliverable milestones are there, but milestones not there. These are time management milestones. Okay. And defect management main defect management, how many bug reports and how many bug reporting, and how many error report, and how many bugs or how many errors, and how many failures are there. And sometimes failures also coming, and that time is milestone not reached, and not reached, the application will be damaged, and the client will not get the money. And this is the defect management. And dependencies means personal dependency, software dependency, hardware dependency, test database dependency. Dependency as personal dependency, one sometimes employees not coming in office, but that employee not available on the company, but the employee works depends on other that the employee teammates depends on that work. And every employee gives some work, and some, and that the unexpectedly that employee not coming in office, the employee works and depends on another teammate and another employee. These are personal dependency. And software dependency means, and what kind of browser operator version, these are software dependency. Hardware dependency means room, RAM, processor. These are hardware dependency. And database, you know, Oracle. These are dependencies. And risks means risks means some risks. Defect means risks, so error risks and failure risks, these are including risks. and tools. This tools is automation tool, manual tool, Zira tool, and Selenium tool. The tools are including these tools document and documentations. Documentation related application related documents means SRS, FRS, BRS. These are documents is a document related application related documents. And approvals means test lead manager and approved bug and document, and these are approvals in test lead, test manager, and each and exit criteria and entry criteria, each testing activity and exit criteria. First, entry criteria. Entry criteria means document refer to perform particular activity. Exit criteria means an output, and each testing activity are there, and test separation and resumption and completion. These are employee based activities. Suspension, employee based, employee behavior depends on employee behavior. Reception, employee based employee behavior, and completion based on employee behavior. These all things are test plan things. And next, discussing about test scenarios. Test scenarios is another main topic. Test scenarios. These test scenarios very important topic in manual testing. And test scenarios are very important topic. And test scenario test scenario also this type of format, but test scenario we create, sorry, not created test template. Test template created test lead. We are writing only tested scenario data. This type of template created test lead. We are only testers will write the test scenarios based on application. We are writing a test scenarios. Okay, this type of test scenarios and test cases, also the test bug reporting, test cases, test scenarios, bug reporting, also this type of templates creating a test lead. And testers, we are testers writing a test, this type of test scenario. And for test scenarios, identifying all possible areas to be tested or what is to be tested. This is a simple statement. We are testers following only simple statement. That statement is what need to be tested. That is what need to be tested. Only what need to be tested. What need to be tested. Identifying all possible areas to be what is to be tested. Ante what need to be tested. That is the statement. We will remembering all the only the statement and write the test scenarios. Okay, every application giving some applications, and every software applications we are writing this type of test scenarios. The scenarios main statement is what is to be tested, mean what is to be tested on the application what is to be tested. And entry criteria to identifying test scenarios. Approved test plan. First of all, approved test plan and approved SRS and test scenarios guidelines and test scenarios template. Okay, approved test plan and approved SRS and approved test scenarios guideline and approved test scenarios templates. Okay, approved. First of all, approved test plan, approved test plan, approved SRS. Test plan means on previous I will discuss this thing. Test plan, approved test plan Which purpose using a test plan? Which purpose using test plan? Because using this test plan, timelines, time scheduling, that using this test plan. Okay, approved SRS based on application, approved SRS and test scenario guidelines. Guidelines means rules and regulation, and test scenario template. Template means format. And entry criteria identifying test scenarios is based on document to be referred to be perform particular activity, document to be referred perform particular activity, and agreed never create agreed test scenarios, and is output. And scenario should be reviewed and approved, and reviewed approved, mapping test scenarios with requirements. And test scenarios template. Test scenarios template are these template. These test scenarios template are these template. These template are using writing the test scenarios only. And the sample examples. These are headings. Headings is company logo. Logo of the company, project ID, ID of the project, project name, name of the project identified by name of the tester, data identified by day of the started writing test scenarios, and reviewed by test lead name, and data reviewed by future data, approved by test lead, test lead, and date approved by future date, and TS test scenarios ID, requirement ID, main functional page name, and test scenario description. We what need to be tested, main what need to be tested. We will to write this column, this column to write what need to be tested, and based on application with test cases, test ID, corresponding test scenarios. Okay, and let's document ID refers which document to be referred, design the scenarios. SRS document to be referred this particular test scenario, and comment guess specific description need to be mentioned. Okay, and we will discuss test scenarios, how to write test scenarios. I am creating new video how to write test scenarios, how to write test cases, and how to write bug reporting. We are discussing, we are writing and real-time project. I will discuss one video, and I will discuss one video and present theory point two will be discussed. Theory point will be discussed, and real time project we will be discussed later. And test case. Test case. What is test case? Test case is depends on its depends on test scenarios. Simply test case depends on test scenarios. Test case, a test case is document which contain set of input values, preconditions, expected result, etc. How to be tested. And test scenarios will statement, one statement are there, that statement as what need to be tested, but the test case we will discuss, we statement are there, that statement is how to be tested, that statement how to be tested. Okay, let's discuss this deeply. And entry criteria identify test cases. Entry criteria identifying test cases. This type of test cases is depends on documentation. Document a refer to be referred to perform particular activity. Okay, document to be referred to perform particular activity. That documents are test plan document. Test plan document are there, and previously man discussed test plan. And test plan is there in a test line, test line timeline. timeline, scheduling. That purpose you using test plan and approved test plan, approved SRS. SRS means software requirement specification that based on the write the scenarios and test cases, also write the SRS document. FRS means functional requirement specification. Functional requirement specification approved by test scenarios. Test scenario also approved by test scenarios also. And these are four. These are three documents very important to write the test cases. Sorry guys. And test scenarios based on test cases. And test scenarios we will write, and another, and next we will take write test cases only. And test case guidelines means rules and regulations, and test cases means format and etc. Format only, okay, sorry. And exit criteria for test cases, this means output, okay, output, that means output. And test cases should be reviewed and approved test lead, mapping test scenarios with requirements. This phase reviewed and approved by test lead only, okay. And test cases implementation. What is test cases implementation? Template 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 providing test lead, test scenario and test cases, and test scenario and test cases and bug reporting. These are templates providing only test lead only. And we are testers, we are testing only. We are testers, we are test case. Write the test scenarios, test cases, and test scenarios only, okay. First of all, company logo of the company, project id of the project, and the project name of the project. Similarly, we are we are discussing similar topic in test scenario. And these are the main test information. And test execution by reference and verification. Test data created, data and created by test name, reviewed by test lead, only reviewed by test lead only, okay, approved by test lead only. And data created by day of the started writing test cases, and data reviewed by future date, and data approved by future date. And test execution by tester name, version of the test case document, data executed, from which data test case execution need to be tested, and build number, and total number of test cases. The total number of test cases created for all application, and total number of test cases passed, and total number of test cases failed and not executable test case count, and defect reporting, bug reporting for the whole application, test case id, test case scenario mentioned in the test scenario document, and test design steps to following the following to functionality, and input the test need to use it to test particular functionality, and the result execution based on requirement document, result displayed on application, executed result, actual result, both are matching, consider as pass or fail. And test case which are executed that correct release, and comment in case of any specific description need to be mentioned. Bug defect id, bug id, failure, and test cases. The discuss about these important topics. Mm, and test design steps are only simple as open the application. What need to be done? Open application. Uh, that's the open. Launch the application, that's the step one. And enter URL. Usually you enter the every Chrome browser or launch browser, and enter URL. Second step, enter URL. And third step, login page, registration. That's the three steps. These are test design is same. Test design steps also the format. These are format. Launch browser, enter URL, validate username, validate password, check in login page. These are the main. These are the steps. Design steps. Input is what do you enter the application. What do you enter? Any digit you enter the application, including this, including any password, username, all the right. What is which URL you enter, username enter, to write this the inputs and exact value, expected value based on expected value based on expected value based on your application. SRS document expected result. I'm previously telling that expected result is based on expected result based on requirement document. Based on requirement document. Actual result based on application. These are two are equal. The the case the the test case is pass, and to go to the another test case sometimes fail, and the time fail. And bug reporting we will discuss soon. And first, pass. We will the test case pass, expected value actual value same as, consider as a expected value, and the entry exit value same. And this application pass, and we will take another test case on time fail and bug reporting. First of all, tester we will test execution, expected result and equal to actual result. Pass another test case testing on one time fail and bug reporting. Expected result based on test cases, actual result based on application. Okay, these are the two important. And pass and fail to bug reporting, pass to another test case. Okay, test result expected based on, and expected result and actual result both should be same, consider as a pass. Okay, expected result and actual result both should be same, consider as a pass. Expected result actual result will not be same and we fail. Be same, consider as a fail. And note execution, test case not related to current execution, more information related to test cases. Not execution is not execution means more information related to test cases. Okay, sorry, comments more information related to test cases. And not execution, test cases not related to execution. Defect id of the defect or bug. ID on sometime fail, or a defect ID, bug ID, to the mention this column. And bug reporting and bug management all there. Okay, one expected actual result both are same should be considered as a pass. And next, tick the column. And next test case to be started testing, and testing this test case. And the expected result actual result same, and the pass another test case. Sometime fail, and including bug reporting and retesting. I will discuss soon the topics and test case design techniques. These are a very important topic in the test. Very important topic in the test in important thing. Very important thing. And test case design techniques can broadly split in two categories: black box technique, white box technique. And first video will be discuss white box technique. White box technique is done by developer. White box done by developer, not involve tester. Only done by developer in white box testing. I only we are testers. We are testing only black box techniques, and black box techniques is a another name is guidelines. This is guidelines to better and better writing test cases, better writing, better design test cases, helping white box testing techniques. Helping white box techniques write a better quality test cases to write these techniques. And first of all, equivalence class partitioning. Equivalence class partitioning is simply equally class partitioning is this is dividing set of test conditions into group which having similar behavior to reduce the number of test cases. To sorry guys, to example one age box. To take any age box, we will enter only 1 to 16. We'll check enter only 1 to 16 small assign small formula to assign small formula to 0 is maximum 0 1 and minimum and a minimum plus 1. Okay, these are simply equivalence partitioning, valid, invalid, and maximum. To check 1 to 10, one first we'll check 1 to 10 numbers in age box, and another 10 to 20 numbers will check age box, and 20 to 30 will check, and 30 to 40 will check, and 50 to 60 will check, and 60 to 70 will check. This is checking 1 to 10, checking is right, and this functionality is correct, and 1 to 16 will check right functionality will correct, but 16 to extra 16 to 17 will check is not functionality is wrong. This is the main advantage in equivalence class partitioning, and this is the we are checking 1 to 100, 1 to 200, 1 to 300. These are time taking process. This equal cost partitioning to check 1 to 10 and 20 to 30, 30 to 40. We'll check this type of equivalence partitioning portions partitioning means partitioning parts dividing part, and 1 to 10 one part, 20, 20 to 30 one part, 30 to 40 one part, 50 to 60 one part. That's time to check this type of checking. Okay, this is a equivalence partitioning. Next, boundary values analysis. Boundary values analysis also this type of analysis, the value and formula. This is based on testing boundaries of conditions. Formula means maximum minimum, minimum minus 1, maximum plus 1, and valid boundaries minimum maximum. Valid boundaries only maximum and minimum, and invalid boundaries minimum minus 1, maximum minus 1. Name acceptance 5 to 10 characters. Simply, you username acceptance only 5 to 10 members only, but you get a 11 characters. 11 characters is not valid. That's the may that's a checking. You check this example. Name, you username acceptance checking. One name, when username, you enter this name box, and one four characters. First four characters enter, and last 11 characters enter. First four characters enter. You you is valid. Username validation is a wrong functionality, and 11 characters adding, and this is also long functionality. Only 5 to 10 maximum, 5 to 10 maximum values to enter, and simply to check whether you this type of technique is necessary. And we we will check in time taking this type of functional time taking process, and this type of techniques will be used, and time is gaining time gaining process. And static transaction table application provide different outputs and result. One username password you enter three times, and acceptance is locked, and only three times enter your acceptance is locked. State transaction table and decision table. Decision table is another perspective. Is a decision table. We will tester perspective. In this world every person different perspective, but we will check the different face, and we'll check the different think different, and we'll check the different way. And next topic, defect management is defect management. What is defect management? And telling that previously telling that what I'm previously telling that is the defect management. I'm previously telling pass is another test case, and fail to defect management. Defect bug reporting. That the bug reporting. What is bug reporting? To report this bug, this type of defect management. I will discuss test defect management. Sometime passes any type of fails and report the bug. First of all, you create this. Uh, first of all, test lead providing this type of template, and the template using this type of information include this, and defect id, and status execution severity, and priority module, and search total page, and report by, and assigned by development team. Browser, Chrome browser. Founder version, that's type of including. And title means title means validation. Title means that bug overview, and that bug title. Okay, that bug overview and that bug over. And this type of test execution also my done previous workout. And actual value and exact value is two types of different way, and we will fail. And this bug reporting started. First of all, describe steps to be produced. Launch browser to enter URL, enter validate username, enter password, click on login button, select requirement field, enter check in the date of previous date, click on search button, and expected result expected result based on expected result based on application requirement document. Okay, expected result based on these are topic or test execution. previously test cases and test scenarios. Test scenarios, test cases we will discuss, and in the present test execution we will discuss. And expected result, actual result not same. Error message should be displayed as a check-in date, should be correct date or future date. And such total page is displayed. It is not correct, and this type of bug is bug reporting and test execution. This type of test execution basically test execution is this type of test execution nothing but this type of discussion, this expected value based on requirement document, actual value result based on application. This execution is passes on another test case, right, and test cases failed, and bug reporting. Okay, bug reporting, to create a bug reporting, and we will discuss bug reporting also. And one, bug life cycle. What is bug life cycle? How to find bug and assigned bug, that bug life cycle to here. And new means bug. Okay, assigned by the development team. Open. Open means developer developer accepted the bug and working the bug and fixed the bug. Developer fixed the bug, and tester retest the bug. The tester retest the bug correctly or not, and sometimes fail and reopen new, and resend the bug. And bug is being developer assigned by developer, and retest is pass and close the bug. Okay, this type of duplicate rejected deferred is not necessary, but once open that acceptance, developer accept the bug, that bug is duplicate, and open the bug. Developer rejected bug. Sometimes developer rejected bug. Why is our rejected bug is why rejected, and that type of rejection is small kind of applications. One kind of applications, developer is the feature, is not a bug, is the feature. Developer statement and tester statement also, this is a not, this is a bug, not a feature. And these are conducting a fight, and discussing about team lead, discussing about manager, discussing about client, not clarify any client manager. And this is a bug rejecting. These are the bug rejecting deferred. uh, any bug, and releasing next release. I will discuss agile model also, this type of agiling. Okay, and open the bug, and these the rejecting, these are the bug life cycle. Okay, what is, I will discuss defect status. New means new bug, and open me assigned, and open means developer open the bug, and fixed means developer fixed the bug, and closed means that bug closed, and reopen means re- developer reopen the bug, and not a bug. One once upon time not a bug and reopen, and that rejection is formed as reopen, not a bug. And duplicate means tester and developer we will develop, and so many testers are working the application, and same bug will assign same bug, find the testers and test that bug is reporting the testers, reporting by test lead, and test lead same bug, same copy, duplicate copy will save the some folders, and another tester will send the same bug, and already this bug are sended and not rejected that bug. These are the time this is a duplicate. And need more information means SRS FRS documents not included, and testers and developers need more information and can't reproduce, and some bugs are can't reproduce, and failures, some failures can't reproduce, this means can't reproduce. And next topic, severity and priority. Severity means importance of the functionality, importance of the document application, importance of the application, importance of the defect, importance of the defect with respect to the functionality point of view, and means gradients of defect with respect to application. Once you testing one application, that application some functionality is a defect, some functionality find a bug, that bug affecting the whole application, how much affecting whole application, we will discuss that type of information, severity, priority. That means we will discuss severity, priority. Okay, and importance of defect with respect to functionality point of view of means criteria, criticalness of defect with respect to application, and severity related to functionality because of bug reporting, how much functions have been affected, how much functions have been affected. Simply example, one URL will be affected and defect affecting all application. Why means this is a URL is based on all application. Okay, that's the main reason. And priority means priority, importance of the defect with respect to client point of view, client point of view, how much importance this functionality, how much importance that functionality to assign certain portions, certain levels. P1 urgent, P2 high, P3 medium, P4 low. This type of priority columns. And S1 critical, urgent, S3 medium, S4 low. This type of critical high, why means this type of critical high, why this is one URL means high, the URL affected we will assign high with the high, and URL login functionality we will login functionality as low high, and login and any text, welcome text not printed will assign low. That same as simple as the same priority, severity, same thing, but client point of view and client point of view and application point of view, same time you assign certain levels. Okay, and simple example, and defect between and defect bug, difference between defect error several times, defect error, difference between bug error failures, this type of errors and bug reporting, these type of, what's the difference? The difference is defect problem which identifying development team, which development phase. Okay, defect identifying only development phase. That development phase will identifying the defect, that's called defect. And a bug is problem which identifying testers, and testing phase we identifying bugs and we call it bugs. Okay, we are a problem which related to coding only, tester developers are coding, and any letter any coding or wrong coding and giving error, that's called a error. And failure, problem which identified by user. Production phase means installation phase is failure means is a not reproduce can't reproduce. That's the difference between defect, bug, and failure and error. I am discussing this defect template. This template very important. This template providing only test lead. Only test lead we will provide this type of lead. Provide this type of okay and bug defect template. This type of template only discussing and defect ID. Defect ID means ID of the bug status and I will discuss status, open, new, the type of the lesson rate, that's the type of severity, priority. Severity, priority I will discuss. Severity means application importance, priority means client importance. Module and reported by and title, summary, overview of bug, assign it to tester and browser and which browser to use to test and foundation version, found build, fixed version. This type of information include this phase and I'm also discussing this phase. I am also once more discuss this phase. And new means new bug has been reported bug and SN by development team to time lead and developer team accepted the bug starting to work on a fixed bug open and fixed developer has been completed working on bug and confirming issue has been for correctly or not and bug working as expected result working as expected result and reopen means not working as expected result and duplicate means some bug reported by multiple testers and based on multiple discussions development has been accepted working next phase. Okay, these are bug defecting and next topic is types of testing. I will discuss later. Today this discuss STLC play SDLC. Thank you for watching this video and so many guys this watching this video. Thank you for watching and please subscribe my channel and thank you.